Hey, Toaster, how are you? Hey, Wolf, how are you? Hmm. Tired. Understandable. Wait, Toaster, have you, did I ever show you the Triforce house? I'm not sure what of House Flipper you've seen. I know you've now seen the Winchester mansion. Don't think so? Perfect, perfect. Maybe you can help me with some stuff to build on it. I need more ideas. It's loading. Yeah, very early again. Oh, no, that's fine. Oh, yeah, ignore that. Oh, one sec. Wind Waker's favorite Zelda. Wind Waker is a great Zelda. So anyway, this is the Triforce. I do love women's sports. I was gonna say, oh damn, who's that gonna ban him? Oh, that's frickin', yep. Hi, Ethan, how are you? Don't ban him. Leave him alone. I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't get blocked for misogyny, if I can be honest. I'm gonna be honest. With how persnickety a friend and a friends got get insult each other. True. True. With how Automod is, yeah, I was honestly expecting. Anyway, ignore the stairs. We ignore that. This is Clock Tower. This is Clock Town. That's the moon. Obviously. Alright, now I need to insult him. How'd the stairs treat you, Ethan? Huh? I heard you didn't put up a fight. Moon with a fish for a mouth. Look. We make do with what we got. My fiance approved the message, so I had to send it. That's valid. That's valid. Tell her I said hi. Almost broke my jaw. Damn. Yeah, I'm glad to hear you're okay. That's... You texted that? I was like, that's not ideal. Did you just trip? Or was it like ice? I'm pretty sure snow's probably gone from there. It's lamer than that, unfortunately. Hit me with it. To be fair, the one time I cracked my face, and they asked if I was drinking, and I said I wish. And then I busted my lip and now have a scar on the underside of my lip. Banana peel, honestly, that would be the best way. That would be an amazing way to slip. But that was just because it was raining and I stepped onto a curb and my foot slipped. Let's see, we're back up here. So anyway, yeah, that's the Zelda mansion. Not Zelda mansion, that's the Zelda house. I still need to figure out a few more rooms and like what theme I'm gonna go for in them. You slipped on ice. It was a playground and you slipped on... Oh, you did slip on ice. Ooh. Damn. You slipped on ice and then fell down the stairs outside. Dang. Same your face on the ice. That was fun. Only bled a little. Nice. I looked so bad that my family had me go check to see if I had a concussion. They said only a minor one. And then I sent my dad a photo of my face the next day, and he sent me back the photo of Rocky after he got beat up. He didn't respond with anything. He didn't say anything. I just sent him a photo, and he sent back the reaction photo of Rocky, and I was like, thanks, Dad. Thanks. Snow's not out of the question. We're supposed to get 20 inches this weekend. Still? Damn. How late do you guys get snow? Northwest part of the country is crazy. Until late April? Dang. Who the frick are you? Okay. It's gonna snow for you this weekend? Maybe, 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 maybe. Maybe for me, maybe for me. Rain. Yep, no, no. Sadness. I'm trying to rotate. There we go. It's consistent until March and then it's on or off. Makes sense. Be in shorts for your cosplay. For snow in October. Yeah, that makes sense for Northwest. Okay, which house are we in? A small theater. This is the Winchester Mansion. It's a work in progress. We're hoping it'll sell for good money. Ignore that. If you guys need to go to the bathroom, don't forget it's in here. But you gotta crouch because there's a wall here that definitely wasn't intentionally put there to make you hit your head. Let's see, there's the secret watch room. To spy on the bedroom, of course. You got the toilet over here. The wall's not really completely sealed, so if you want to feel like you're like in charge or whatever, you can always just go pee on top of the person who's peeing below you. Assert dominance and have a nice conversation through the crack in the wall. This is where they get all the tapes from the recordings. Blizzard prep. All right. Have a good night, Ethan. Let's see if we can make it into the secret room. Boing! I missed. Of course I missed. Oh wait, D&D. So anyway, so today we started D&D. Got started late, so we didn't do much. We did leave the mansion, and we headed into the second inner circle. Tell a story first about how I got a scar. Sure, Wolf, go for it. You want to know how I got these scars? And it fell. Probably like that. Probably like that. Okay, R, duplicate, R, cell. You want to know how I got these scars? Spyweb looking thing. Oh, I know those, yeah. Made of metal anyway. I went to top of side of the metal bars and of course I fell forward at last second, turn your head to the right so you didn't break your nose, and I was slamming where my eye socket and cheekbones are. Get stitches and blood through even entire beach towel. Oh! Little bar went across your eye. Your eyes are so deep in your skull. Hey, perks of having deep set eyes. Guys, what color should this room be? Now you have a scar. That's a scar? Where if I go straight down, go straight down to what? Oh, oh! No, I don't understand. So wait, where's the scar? Almost broke your eye socket? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, we need that. We need the secret keypad. Not just anyone gets access to these tapes. On your left cheek. Oh, okay. Yeah, mine's like this long, and it's on the inner part of my it's on the inner part of my lip. I was lucky when I bit down on it. When I fell, it just pushed it in, so it wasn't like, you know. But it was bad. Yeah, no, it looked really bad. I really looked like I'd been beat up. Okay. What color should this be? What the frick are you? Panini. Nice. You know, we'll change it up a bit. No, we won't. Yeah, we will. Guys, it's a good thing I'm never indecisive. It's a good thing. Why the frick are these different? Are those the same? Is that the same? Is it just because there's no light? Oh no, it's why do I have that down there instead of this? Sitting with one of those plastic bag things that would fill up with blood. Just a little cough and she'd have handed the doctor. Just panicking, you know, valid. Okay. Okay, and then here. Oh, didn't mean to switch that. Whatever, it's fine. I really need like a light here. Wait. What the frick are you connected to? Second Mikey treat. Got it. Why do they look so different? Okay, they look the same now. Took a picture and showed you. Nice. The lighting makes it look like it's a completely different area. Like it's a completely different color. And then you put it over here and you're like, nah, that's the same color, man. Whatever. Okay. Okay, and then... Okay, and then... There we go. Alright. And this is the one going up and down. I don't understand. What? Is CR a different color? Now I'm just confused. Huh? What are you doing? Also, why the frick is that? One sec, I'll read that in a minute. Too much. Okay, and then... Wrong one. There. Alright, and then... I don't understand why some of this is different. If I can be completely honest. My brain is not computing. Why? Oops. Well, let me do that. Yeah. Okay, so maybe... That just looks weird. I disagree with this designing decision. I don't like it. I think this design decision looks stupid. I think it looks dumb. What are they even doing here? Brother once had a bad nosebleed. 2 gallons of blood. Have a good night, Toaster. Sleep well. Have fun at your, convention. Cosplay later. Oh yeah. Send it in the arts and crafts Discord. I would be happy to see it. Very simple. Hey, simple's not always bad. I disagree with them having like 3 layers of wood on the top of this roof. I don't think it makes sense. Oh, got distracted D&D time. True. Okay, so we didn't do much in D&D. We did head to the second sector, which is the second... We were on the outer loop near the gate that would lead to the exit, which, you know, we tried to go to and then almost promptly died. So that went well. But... So we decided that we were going to go further into the city to try and see if we could figure out what the frick's going on. On the way... So we got to the second section, and when we got there, we went to a night church, which worshipped the goddess of night. And we went inside, and there was a person praying at the altar. So we, you know, walked up and we're like, "Hey, what's up?" type deal. Goddess of Night. What do you want, more hope and stuff? Look, I didn't make the campaign. To be fair, the church, we knew the church was called a night church, so we weren't thinking it was going to be like a hope church. But she introduced herself as like Sister Diane or something. And she was holding down the fort until her, until Pastor Claude got back. I know I am butchering the names, okay? I don't remember what the frick his name was. But anyway, when this whole debacle started, the person who runs the church left. Thought people were listening. You know, it's in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. Anything is possible. Who the frick knows? Okay. Got that. Right, so she was nice enough to offer us like sanctuary if you wanted it, which we didn't because we just rested up at the mansion. But she did say that she had some people who wanted to go to the area that we wanted to go to, so we offered to help take her people, or to go and... Did she believe Bob was real? That is a great question. I don't know if we ever got an actual answer to that, but there is Bob drama, so stay with me. So she said she had people who wanted to go to the shopping district, and we were on our way to the shopping district when we stopped by the church. So we said that we'd be willing to help, like, gather supplies or whatever for her, you know, exchange for, like, information. Over the little girl, I'm guessing. Damn straight. You're absolutely 100% correct. That's exactly what it was over. A 100%. That was it. Okay, better believe Bob's real. Oh, do I have news for you? So we said, yeah, we were heading that way anyway. And she offered to have a little, like, ritual, a little prayer. She was going to get a little, set up a little prayer thing, so that we were blessed by the goddess. And of course, us needing, like, whatever extra powers or whatever any goddess could give us. We're like, heck yeah, we'll do it. So she went to go prep. Wax her with spoon. So she went to go prep, and I'm trying to think how I want to do this. You know, screw it. We're just gonna... Just gonna... Here. There we go. Not getting distracted. So she went to go prep, and Stabitha decided, she didn't tell us not to move. So I decided to go downstairs to see if we could find any books on, like, curses and stuff, because I'm still cursed. I'm still cursed from when I passed out before. And it's like making the magic, like, be like a mirage in front of me, so like my magic is separate from my own body, which makes it easier for the Crombies to attack, which is not ideal. So I went to go search to see if I could find books that would help get rid of the curse while she was prepping. And so I went downstairs. There was a locked stone door. In me being an intellectual, decided to send Bob through the stone door and then have him come back and tell me if there was, yeah, I got cursed when I was downed before, when we lost Silas, when Silas sacrificed herself by laying on the box and taking hits for me. Well, because I was down and I'm a magic user, I got cursed. Or other magic users also cursed, but she's just cursed into like eating rocks. Mine's like makes it easier for them to drain me of my magic, which is not ideal. But wait, what the frick was I in that? Frick. Brain's going brr. Where the frick was I? Oh, what did Bob say? Yeah. So I sent Bob in. I rolled well enough, so I showed him the Lusty Barbarian, and he kept like pointing at it, being like, "This is a book. This is a book. I want you to go in there and see if there's a book." And you know, he goes in there and he comes back out, and I told him just to give me, because he can't actually talk, you know, and we can't actually hear him. So I told him just to give me a tail wag when he comes out, if he saw books in there, and he came out and he did not see books. He did not give me a tail wag. So we went back downstairs to the main group. The lady's still prepping all the stuff for the lady's still prepping all the stuff. Sadness, I know, much sadness. So we so I decided to go upstairs, and this time our new party member, Salad, decides to come with me. So they go with me upstairs to check the books. Bob being reliable. Damn straight. So yeah, we go upstairs, and once again there's a locked door. So once again I send Bob in. And Bob comes back out and says, he comes back out and his tail's wagging. So I immediately try and pick the lock on the door. It did not work. I rolled a nat 1. We were not unlocking any doors. No. Their actual name is Salis, but in Stabatha's delirious state, she thought they said salad. So that's what she's been running with. Yeah. To be fair, the person who died that this character was replacing was named Silas. And also they're green. Like, they wear a green outfit, so salad just fit. We had an entire conversation over whether or not it was racist to call them salad. And they pretty much determined, kind of, but that Stabatha can get away with it because she's just, like, chaotic energy, and she's going to continue doing it anyway. Yeah, practically salad, exactly. So yeah, now like half the party calls him salad. But that was a fun conversation. So yeah, Bob went in and he came out and he was wagging his tail. I nat 1'd the damn lock picking. So I asked Salad if they were able to do anything. At which point, Bessie, the child, comes upstairs and goes, "What are you guys doing?" Not evil or good, just chaos. Exactly. Yeah, so they're like, she's like, "What are you guys doing?" It's like, I tell her, I'm like, we're trying to get in here because we're looking for books that can cure the curse that 2 of our party members have. It's like, why would a book be in there? I'm like, well, because Bob said there's a book in there. And she looks at me, she looks at Salad, she goes, "Can I talk to you for a second?" to Salad. And Salad's like, "Yeah, sure." So Salad goes with her and basically says, "Look, I know we're all for team cohesion, Like, I know it's an important, like, aspect of everything. But I don't think we should be enabling this. I don't think we should be enabling this fake dog. It's not real. Like, I don't think we should be enabling these delusions. And and Salad, fake, I know, right? And Salad goes, and of course, I'm just gonna say that Stabitha didn't hear her, because they went, like, in the corner and whispered or whatever. But yes, Salad responds with, "What do you mean fake? You don't see the dog?" And she's like, "You're kidding, right? There is no dog." Out the window she goes. She goes, "There is a dog. I can see it. I promise you. I'm a very skeptical, very factual, logical person, and there is a dog. You may not be able to see it because you don't believe, but there is a dog." And then the group got into a conversation, like in real life, about whether or not this would be a conversation of like, see, you don't believe enough. It's like the parents trying to explain, trying to be like, yeah, no, Santa's real if you believe, honey. When they're like, is it real? Yeah, sure, if you believe. She's like, no, the dog isn't real. It's like, the dog is real. The dog is right there. Salad is a believer. Yeah, Salad rolled and they could see him. Thank gosh, otherwise this would be a different conversation. Okay. But, so yeah, Salad was like, yeah, no, Bob's real. And maybe one day, you'll be able to see him too. If you just, like, you know, try and look beyond your limited understanding. Bessie did not like that explanation and pretty much stormed off, just muttering, "I'm surrounded by effing idiots. They're all crazy. This dog's effing real." And she went back downstairs. If not, Salad would also be out the window. Yeah. It should be a wisdom check. I think it was an arcana check to see, like, magic. Which, to be fair, Bessie's a human, so that adds up. Lock her in the basement. We don't have a basement. So, anyway, so Bob came out, did that. They had that conversation about not enabling my fake dog, to which Bessie came to the realization that Salad is a believer. And so she stormed off. Just conform. Join the masses. It's nice over here. So we went back downstairs, sadly, without being able to get the door open. And then Stabitha decides to go and just to go straight up and ask the lady if she has books on curses, because she's still getting things prepped. As she goes back to go ask her, she actually runs directly into her with all the supplies and stuff. And so Stabitha decides just to go along with the flow for a little bit, and then she'll ask. So she gets everything set up. What the frick? The rug you thought was a person? It wasn't a person. I tried tickling it. It didn't do anything. They just said it was a magic rug, which I thought was stupid. I thought it should have been the wife transformed into a rug, but whatever. I'm not the DM. Agreed. Very dumb. Magical rug that does nothing. Boo. Okay. Yeah. DM couldn't even think of Bob before. You know, we're not going to slander the DM. We're just going to say that the magic shocky rug that wasn't a person was a definite disappointment. To be fair, he allowed me to get a dog and just be gaslit and just let himself be convinced that my character truly believed there was a dog and wouldn't let it up until they received a dog. In addition to allowing me to literally draw in a cabinet and stuff one of our players in it. And write that it was a cabinet that had been there the whole time to keep them from being attacked. Now the dog's a primary part of the story. Exactly. So no, I have a great DM. That Ron's great. But I did think the fact that I did think that the rug not actually having any lore was a disappointment. But maybe magical shocky rugs are just normal. What do I know? Okay. I'll give props for that. Props have been given. Okay. So yeah, anyway, I ran into her and just decided, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna go along with her having her doing the prayer for her goddess to wish us well or whatever before we go to the shopping district. So that's what we did. She did the whole like ritual thing. We saw like constellations and stuff because, you know, goddess of night. And then immediately after, I was like, good job. This was awesome. This was very nice. Thank you very much. Do you have any books on curses? You pray to Bob. So true. It's just like, he's like, no. No, we don't. If you guys want, the two of you who are cursed want to stay behind while everyone else goes to the market district, we can look into it and see if there's something we can do. But we ultimately decided it's kind of important that we're all there. Because we'll probably all die if we're not all there. So it definitely seems kind of important. Attending an entire sermon just to ask the pastor. Yeah, exactly. You're just like, damn, you don't waste a second. But yeah, she was not helpful and did not have book info for us. But on the plus side, maybe if we're in a bind, now the goddess of night will come and help us since we said a prayer to them and have been given their blessing. So maybe next time we get in a bind, goddess of night will come out and save us. It really is just like that, and then asking where's the bathroom, though. Okay. Yeah, any luck you can get it. Yeah, exactly. Like, we'll take whatever help you can offer, like, frick. So, yeah, we all decided that we were all going to leave, of course, and go to the market district. And that's where we had to end. But, we did say that we would help them. I don't think they're sending people with us. I think that they were going to send people to go get supplies. So we just said that some of the supplies that we found, we would come back and give to them in exchange for, like, more information or whatever. We didn't actually make it like a transaction, but they were nice and they gave us a blessing of their goddess. The Imperial City, exactly. Nice and short session. Well, I mean, to be fair, we started half an hour late, and then everyone was yapping for half an hour. The bad part is that it's like this is like the only time that we really chat. So it's always like, yes, yes, but we can chat later. D&D. Okay. You think I should abandon the 12-year-old? Honestly, so valid. I mean, if Stabitha had heard her over here talking about enabling my delusions of having a ghost dog, I probably would have been like, this is bull. But then for her to hear the new party member also believe in the ghost dog and just be like, I'm surrounded by idiots. Boo, woof, woof. My ghost dog told me there were books behind here, and those books might be able to cure the curse. I'm sorry, what's so confusing about that? Bob is amazing. Bob is amazing. I love Bob. Like, he can't actually interact with stuff, but, like, for those who can see him, he can still be very helpful. And anyway, so when he came back and he told me there were books, I gave him good scritches behind the ears. You know, I can't really, like, you know, actually touch him because, you know, he's incorporeal. But apparently he leaned into it anyway, so I think he felt it. I felt really smart sending Bob through the door, though, to see if there was any dog, to see if there were any books. I did feel really smart for that. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Cousin, sons, French wife, husband, brother. Okay. Let's see, let's go in here. We're gonna paint. Floor's fine. No idea what that would be. Friends, cousins, sons, wives, husbands, brother's friend. I mean, at that point, it's just a friend of a relative's friend, or a friend's relative's friend. It'd be like a friend 3 times removed. No! Ah, frick me. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, up here. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Try and get this area finished painting it. And Spaceballs. Okay, I've never seen Spaceballs. I need to watch it actually. And then R. It's like a comedy movie. Yeah, based on Star Wars. You got news? What news? Share with the class. Oh, sad news? Aw. Okay, well, still share with the class. Aw. Old and sick and blind, she was 13. She passed away today or yesterday. Aw, that sucks. I was really... That sucks, but I was really concerned for a second. You're gonna say it was Rambo or, Griffin. Yeah, but yeah, no, that sucks. Okay. Go. Let's see. Oh my gosh, please. There we go. Screw it. This entire area is just gonna get painted the same color. I'm not going for variety. They still kicking. Got an ear infection, but he gets those a lot. Better routine for when we let him out. Oreo has gotten chronic ear infections for the past few years. We finally got it handled. It turned out that what was happening was he was never getting a strong enough... It was never getting completely clear. It was like getting partially cleared, and then it was coming back. So it was never... It was just a really severe ear infection. So they kept like packing his ears and stuff. But it seems to have finally gotten more so handled the past few months after they went through and they're like, yeah, he's got a bunch of cones. And I'm like, what the frick are cones? And apparently it's a type of bacteria. But yeah, they stuffed it again like twice, and then they gave him like 2 different types of antibiotics to try and get rid of it. And he's done better. So if you get like a persistent one, then maybe check and see if it's one of those. Apparently, the cones ones are like the harder to get rid of ones. Don't think he has that. Also Maine, so it's always wet and cold. That's completely valid. Yeah, his was just like, it would just be like, oh, okay, it's fine. And the next day it's like bursting red again. It's like, no, it happened, frick. The first one was when I moved. The first one was April of 24. You know, we didn't actually get rid of it until end of this past year. It's like you've been dealing with it on and off for over a year. Like a year and a half. Okay. And we're like, this just sucks. Poor fluffy boy, yeah. Well, on the plus side, his stuff is healed up from the fiasco with the electric fence collar and infection. So we should be able to put on his normal collar again this weekend and be able to take them on walks again. Which, frankly, they all kind of need. They haven't been getting their walks. They got a little hefty. Speaking of which, is that a staircase with just a toilet? Yes. Woof. There. There he is. There's the buddy in all his glory. You can tell he is very uncomfortable. Unloved. Definitely isn't on top of all of my blankets. That's straight. went to sleep a few days ago, which was nice. You got to lay next to him. Nice. How nice of him to allow you to lay next to him. So neglected, I know. It's like, damn. One of these days you guys will be loved, I swear. Slept pretty good. Nice. Go, that. Go. Light. Like 30 minutes. Stream just to see the chaos. Oh gosh. It would be so bad. They're always yapping whenever I'm in D&D, and they'll be like, a zombie is coming for you. And then it'll be like, ruff, 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 and I'll be like, did the zombie get me? I completely missed whatever the frick you guys were saying. Like, I did not hear it whatsoever. Like, it happened earlier. I opened the door and decided to leave the building. And he's like, did you check to see if there's anything out there first? And me, being a logical individual, was like, no. And so I walked out. He said, as you walk out, you get attacked. And then all the dogs started barking. And then at the end he goes, and you slam the door shut on top of their arms. And I'm like, did I take damage? What attacked me? I lost 20 seconds of lore. Perfect. We'll live like another 3. You know, that's about right. There's no in between. It is the way. Because how old is Rambo again? Frick. $11? Okay. He ain't no Heidi. Okay. Alright, so yeah, guys, don't forget, if you want to say hi to your bunk toilet buddy, don't forget there's a nice little hole where you can yell down it to say hi. Or if you would like to be on the lower bunk, you can also yell up at your upper bunk neighbor. Just why? Okay, let me fix that real quick. How do you even come up with this? Well, it started when I placed stairs, and then I realized that the stairs didn't go all the way to the wall, and I was like, wait, that's kind of funny. It's honestly impressive. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I do feel like this one should be... I feel like this should be that. There we go. And then, yeah, that part matches. Or we can actually go... Nope. Out of paint. Nope. Ah, frick. I just don't know which buttons crouch on my keyboard, so I keep having to press it on my Xbox controller. Any life events willing to be shared? I don't really have any. Got a couple more applications in. Been hanging out, been cleaning. We have the cousins coming over next week for brunch, so that'll be fun. But yeah, honestly, y'all's been pretty quiet. Yeah. Got some health stuff with some family members, so might have to be taking a trip sometime soon, but I'll let you guys know about that. Yeah, let you guys know if there'll be any breaks. Ooh, a trip. Okay, what do I need? Floor. R. Duplicate. Those and ages. To be fair, it wouldn't be like a leisure trip. It would be like a trip to the doctor, but we can frame it that way, sure. A trip is a trip. We find something fun to do. You do usually go on those kind of trips. Yeah. Okay. Every 9 or so months. Alright, so bathroom is done. Second bathroom is done. Plus side, at least you can't see it. You can't see the toilet from over here. I was meant from bringing him to sign over the house to my brother, but apparently town hall ain't open on Friday. So happy you saw him. Nice. What about this room? Yeah, this room has been painted blue. We ignore this. There's nothing there. Definitely not a suspicious room. Perfectly normal room. Oh, frick me. Congrats on the boys, so true. And then... Is it this one? Nope. Is it you? We'll need to do a pink room. Actually, I think that's just the bathroom. The bathroom is the one that's pink plus purple, but... Life savings, your medical bills, as your spice. Okay. There we go. Very nice room. What about in here? Okay. What is it? Control? Which button is it that did the told me where the dirt was? I mean, I guess we can see it for the most part. Is it E? Q is Q. Alright. Anyone see dirt? Does anyone see dirt? Why is the person watching the other person sleep? Well, because there was already a secret room in the back for, like, the videotapes, because this was a movie theater, and I thought it would be funny. Like, we're already doing a creepy mansion style thing. Why not increase the creep factor? Lots of people do it on Twitch. True. God, I would never do that. People doing, like, the subathons where, like, you like sleep on stream. Bruh, you guys I'd be waking up like shouting crud. Frick no, you guys don't need to hear my soliloquy. Kyle would just be over here like, yeah, me too, man, me too. He's the only other person I've heard of who has the same thing. where they'll like not only like sleep talk, but like sleep talk out what you're saying right before you wake up. It's like as you wake, you'll be saying what you were saying in the dream. Sometimes, not normally. It's normally when I get really stressed. Like I take a thing to sleep, and apparently it also helps with like anxiety. But I didn't know that, so I went on a trip to the beach in 2021, and I had run out of my night meds. And I was like, it's not a big deal. I woke up screaming like 3 nights in a row. And they're like, for the love of God, you look exhausted. We're going to go get you your effing meds. Then they got my meds and it was fine. There's a footprint. You know, that's fine. I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, so this is kind of helpful. The only time I don't take it is whenever I do my infusion, because I'm already, like, exhausted because, you know, Benadryl just knocks me the heck out. Interesting conditions. I'm pretty sure that one's due to anxiety. Which is treated by the night med. Because I was like, damn. How does this even make sense? And I looked up and I'm like, oh, it can treat that. Oh. This makes a lot more sense why I've yelled myself awake the past 3 days. Wonder what does that? Was actually just a blood pressure med. It's just clonidine. It's just a blood pressure med. It's occasionally used for sleep, but apparently it's also used for, like, anxiety. Which I didn't know. Like, I already take stuff for anxiety. But apparently, that's not enough for the nighttime. Talking during sleep? I'm not sure of the direct mechanism, to be honest. Ugh, these windows need to be replaced. What causes soliloquy? No, I'm not using the effing AI overview. F off. They're going to newsmedical.net. Seems reliable. It's always right, dear God. It's deemed normal for children. Okay, okay. And for adults after an eventful or stressful day. It can be associated with sleep apnea, terrors, chronic headache, emotional stress, and nightmares. I had laughing terrors as a kid. For like a year. I think I had like 3 incidents of it. As far as I'm aware, yeah, I've had it my whole life. Yeah, it's like night terrors where you wake up screaming. As a kid, but like your eyes are awake, so you look like you're awake, but you just won't stop screaming. Except it's with laughter. So a bit creepy. So yeah, rightfully so. I was like, I don't know, like 4 when that happened, and my mom called the doctor. She's like, she won't stop laughing. It's creepy as hell, and the doctor legit laughed. The doctor's like, oh, you got the good one. You got laughing terrors. Dan, most people who freak out calling me because of this have night terrors. You're lucky he's not screaming. And she's like, you want me to feel lucky? Had any terrors? Well, I don't have sleep apnea. Stress, alcohol use. Some real stupid in my dream. Yeah. Well, I think I've had it my whole life. I could. Your eyes are half open, so that's fun. Ooh, you're like when the dog has like one of their lids closed, and you're like, please close it all the way, for the love of God, please. Jet lag. Well, it's not jet lag. Any of y'all snore? Not unless I'm sick. If I'm sick or congested, I do. Now that window needs to be replaced. Okay, so this is a good window, right? All right, let me change style. Damaged plastic. Let's fix that up. What about you? At snoring? Yeah, I think most of my family members snore. I just mostly talk. I just mostly talk. Or wake up yelling whatever I was dreaming about. I'm debating if I should... What? Deep sleeper? How was nighttime when you heard a loud thud? And the floor is still sleeping? It's like a 2-foot drop and you were still asleep. That takes skill. Not even gonna lie, that takes skill. We need to replace the window, okay. You slept through a robbery? Damn! That's crazy. Did they actually take anything, or did they realize someone was home and leave? Or they just sneak in and out. I feel like I need more info now. They try to sell it at the pawn shop. Burglary. What's the difference? Oh, robbery is typically violent. Burglary is typically with stealth. Burglary is when you break in. Robbery is like stealing at gunpoint. Okay. Yeah, those are two slightly different things. Burglary then? Okay, that's better. You know, by... So what light does this even control? Okay. You've just always said robbery. That's completely valid, but that's also a good clarification. Okay, so we got the secret door. Good stories, good stories. Alright, you're a bit worried? Yeah, no. Knowing the definition, yeah, that is a completely valid worry. No! I painted the wrong thing. Frick me. Alright, we're gonna finish this level. And then bed. We should be almost done. You ever had the dreams of you are taking an exam for a course that you never showed up to class in? Those are like the quintessential like dreams. I've also had the teeth falling out one. You haven't had those? What? Okay. Maybe I've had those. I've had those the most. I think that's up there with teeth falling out is the most common. But like showing up to a class at the end of the semester that you've never been to. Like I had one like, I don't know, last month where I showed up to a class and they were mad because I'd been skipping classes for like the past 2 months and they're like, we're gonna write you up for showing up to class now. I was like, well. Never quizzes or exams. Or, oh my god, I have a class that I didn't realize I'd been signed up for this entire time. Like, I've had all those. Okay. Okay, and then... mean, I don't remember most of them. Specifically the ones that cause me anxiety that I do remember. Which would be not showing up to a class or showing up over halfway through the semester for the first time because you didn't realize you were signed up for it. You write yours down? I did that at one point. You love seeing the correlations and stuff? Yeah. I love that this room is just so out of place color-wise. It's great. What's the most recurring theme one you got? Afraid to write them down. Death? Oh, okay. No follow-up questions. No follow-up questions. Okay. Probably shouldn't say. Yeah, that sounds scary. So it's like 7. Dang. Maybe you need some clonidine to keep the nightmares away. Imagine what we look like. I have not had any of those dreams. That'd be a really funny dream, and I would make sure to let you guys know if I ever did have one. Oh, Candyland. Yep. Well, you guys ever have the dreams where you wake up and you start getting ready, and then like you start going about your day, and then you actually wake up, and it's just so disorienting? A glass of... No! I've had that dream so many times. Yeah. Yeah, I've had that one a lot. Yeah, that sucks, Wolf. Okay, let's just throw this over. Oh. Eh. There you go. That's where the trash goes, right? Okay. Then. Alright, let's go and bring you upstairs. The streamers I follow sometimes. Just like meeting them, or just like, oh, what are you doing here? I hit off the wall. That's when I realized I was finally awake. You know, that's valid. It's one of those pinch me moments. It was like, pinch me to tell me I'm really awake. Guess meeting them. Just to say, if I ever ran across you guys, like in real life, I would need you to say what your username is, because otherwise I would have no effing clue who you are, and I'll be trying to put a face. Because I am much better at recognizing faces than I am names. With that being said, that's normal names. I feel like I would recognize Ghost Hunter if you said you were Ghost Hunter. But like if you were Angela from high school, I'm gonna be honest. If I saw you in passing, I I would recognize your face. I would not remember your freaking name. Me over here like, face to name, face to name, face to name. Where do I know you from? Where do I know you from? Oh. He'd be like, oh yeah, I saw a person who got recognized. Oh, from where? Like, if I remember. It's like, what was their name? I can describe them to you. Okay, go. Yeah, this ugly haircut. So true. R, duplicate. Okay. The immediate area, so chances are a bit slim. Fair. Talk for 3 hours, still can't remember his name. That is so real. That is so true. That is so accurate. Like, I've legit done that. I've talked to someone and then I'll, for like an hour, and I'll be like, what was your name again? I can tell you where you went to school. I can tell you how many animals you have, what your animals' names are. I don't remember your name. I don't. Like, I can spell back like half the facts you just gave me, but not what your name is. Okay. Okay, glad to know I'm not the only one. And it was like the third day until I kept up with my former classmates. I mean, I still follow them on, like, you know, social media, like, see what they're up to. But other than, like, my immediate close friend group that we, you know, have group chats and messages, which is the 2 friends from the college dorm, 2 friends from college band, and 2 friends from high school band. It's like a decade and a half ago. Like, those are the ones I have group chats with. You know, and like immediate partners and all that. Of course, girlfriend, nobody else. Completely valid. Alright, so I think we're done on this floor now. Yeah, mine's mostly family, friends, and then classmates. Except the girlfriend. Your girlfriend likes to keep hers private. I'm pretty sure you said you were single. I feel like that would be a red flag, though. Hey, what's your socials, honey? Now, like, if we're talking, like, your Tumblr profile or something. Like, I feel like that's different. Like, I don't want you to get sucked into my certain hyperfixations. Some of my hyperfixations are for me. But if they're talking that way about, like, their Instagram profile, like, they're... like, the ones that they have family and friends following, and they're like, I'm sorry, I can't give it to you. I'd be like... Like, not sharing your Facebook in a relationship would be weird. Yeah. But like, I feel like not sharing your Reddit or your Tumblr or whatever, like, I feel like that's not quite as weird. But yeah, not sharing the one that you would typically use to communicate with immediate, like, relatives would definitely be maybe a slight red flag. What do you have on there? Alright, and then... Oh wait, I forgot. We wanted green. Green enough. Not green enough. Not green enough. What the frick room is over there? What? What the frick are you? Where did you come from? Eeh. I missed. What the frick? What room is this? Excuse me. Twitter, I don't know why. Yeah, I have all of those. I've been kind of boycotting Reddit since they got rid of my 596-day streak because I was like half an hour late, and I've been pissed. And they've been trying to get me to come back, and I'm like, screw you! You took out my streak. I got no reason to be here anymore. I was mad. It was so close. How long have you been boycotting? Like a month. Like a month. Oh, I took a screenshot somehow. Fascinating. Okay. I mean, to be fair, like, that's the only one that I kind of cared about because I was so close. Because I was so close to getting the... Yeah. If I was at, like, 400 days and it was like, your next achievement's at 600, I'd be like, I don't freaking care. Steaks be good on the grill, so true. But like, if we're talking like Snapchat streaks or whatever, I barely use Snapchat. I got it freshman year of college, and I used it for about 3 years, and then I pretty much haven't used it since. I did recently re-download it, but I just don't use it much. But yeah, like in regards to like streaks like that, I don't give a damn. Like how many days streak do you have with people? But like to get a shiny little badge saying, hey, you've been here for 600 days in a row? I wanted it, and they took it from me. Sadness. Gotta figure out where this room is. Guys, why is there a secret room? You know, that's valid. Yeah, that's fair. Who doesn't appreciate a secret room? So true. Well, let's break this bad boy down. What's underneath? Oh, it's not a secret room. I definitely walled this off. I 100% walled this off. Yeah, this was me. Except in blueprints. So true. Yeah, no, that was me. Why can't I? There. Please can die and burn. But I thought you loved that game, Wolf. Hey, Tallow, how are you?
Hey.
Okay. Wolf, if you had to pick a least favorite game I've played, Anson was the best part. Anson was the best part. What is your least favorite game I've played? Okay, what kind of light do I have in here? That makes sense. I don't know, I didn't stick around. Whereas you stick around and suffer for the whereas you stick around and suffer for the Tomb Raider ones. Okay. Okay. Gotta give Mikey a treat. I wonder, can I duplicate that? R, duplicate. I feel like we need more tapes. Because how many bedrooms do we have in here? We got one bedroom. Wish you were there for Subnautica. True. Hey, at some point, I'm going to play Below Zero, which apparently expands on the lore of the aliens, which is honestly my biggest gripe with Subnautica, is I didn't feel like we got enough alien information. Why are you videoing the rooms? Because it's already a movie theater, so they already had the things to set up. Get hooked by Subnautica. Wait, did it come out? Oh, yeah, wait, it would have come out. This better not be a hotel in LA. Hotel California. What a lovely place. Subnautica Below Zero. Yeah, I've heard that it wasn't like as good, but my biggest draw to it is the fact that it said I was going to get alien lore. I haven't been to Cali and won't more than once. What's the one occasion that you will? Okay. Go. I'm not sure why we would have I'm not sure why we would have windows in our locked room where we review footage that we get from the mansion's bedrooms, but you know, we send it. Okay. Okay. Down. Got you. California's gonna be a least favorite. Not Florida? Okay, I mean, you could have also already been there, so then it wouldn't count. It's just hot, yeah. Okay. Go. Alright, and now we're going to go here. We're going to duplicate. Go back if you do commit. I'm sure it's gotten cooler, guys. Global warming's been, doesn't apply to Florida. It's fine. I'm sure it's definitely cooler in Florida. 100%. Yep. Okay. Okay. Is that even lined up? It's not lined up. One sec. What do you mean you won't line up? This is bull. Boston is horrible, though. Actually, I feel like we don't actually need that many tables. I feel like we do need bookcases, though. And can I copy this? This is the question. Can I duplicate this? Yes, okay. And can I duplicate film reels? Have you been to Boston? Massachusetts. I have not. I would like to go, but I have not been there. I've been to Philly a lot, but I've never been to Boston. Okay, and then and then I went to the Battle Lexington. That was cool. Nice. I want to see the damn harbor they threw all that tea in. Never go to Boston voluntarily. Why? That's where you'll go. Falling Sky starts there. Is that a wait? Is that a game? 7 streams. Involuntarily, then you could have gone anywhere else. Okay. Look, guys, we're going all in on this. Ah, Last of Us, the game that I will never play. I watched the first 5 minutes of it and I was like, oh, frick no. Super mutants are just Celtics fans. We consider this bedroom number 1. Yeah, I could just call that bedroom number 1. This will be a second bedroom. This one won't even close. Okay. Nope, that won't work. What do you mean you only place it on boxes? Screw you. This is bull. What do you mean? I'm done with my hatred of big cities, specifically Boston. No, my door! No, my secret entrance! No! No! Oh, actually. Okay, okay. Tallow did redeem 1. Only one of those is a gift. Okay. Guys, I think it looks a decent amount like a Candyland. What do you guys think?
Potato, 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 hey!
6. My goose is starving. True, he is over here starving. It's so true. So anyway, I feel like we should be able to add a bed to this room. Yeah, I feel like we should be able to add one to this room. His belly is so empty. So in that case, there would be what? 1, 2, 3 bedrooms. Wait, do we even have a bath in any of these rooms? We do not. 4 Mikey treats oat. Got it. Why the frick did you give me a box when I typed in bath? Hello? What? Huh? it's because of the stairs. I was like, what the frick is over here? Yeah, that makes sense. One sec. Yeah, sorry. It was because of our extended bathroom. I can't really wake up at like 9. If it's a weekend, I'll get up at like 10. Six on weekdays. Nice. Okay, well, we fixed that. Let's go fix this one door, this one secret room, and then bed. Crouch. Uncrouch. All right, so anyway, so we're gonna try and make it so that there's 4 bedrooms. Letters. Too big. No. I mean, I guess that works. Change letter. But I need... I like sleep, but I don't like sleep. My brain was thinking we had a different form of letters, but we don't. I was thinking of the letters that I used to put OSHA approved in Fallout 4. Sleep and I have a complicated relationship. I'm into that. Look, we're running a legitimate business here, guys. Which one should be bedroom 1? Well, it needs to be you. And then our bedroom will be in the attic. Okay, then we're gonna go here. We're gonna do... Don't mind me, guys. Perfect. I do feel like we probably actually need a camera there, though. Because that's a film thing. That's not actually the same thing. It's not a camera. That's basically a relationship with sleep. Very nice. Arcade machine. We might have to add some more stuff over here. But for now, that works. And then... Back in here, we got bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, and bedroom 4. No creepy. What? No, guys. Guys. We're not trying to get a normal person to buy this house. Don't forget, we're murdering the person whoever buys it. Therefore, we kind of want the creep to buy it, so that we can take them out and invite them over for brunch. Yes. I mean, it'll be a creep and a victim. 2 for 1. Okay. Who doesn't know the secret? Alright. Right, and then we got a bunch of projectors. Projectors don't actually... Look, I'm just saying, whoever buys this house, I'm not going to feel bad for. Unless it's a family. Wait, what if it's a family? But no. We'll just kill the main figurehead. Wait, but then we don't get the insurance money. It's something to think about. I haven't yet had anyone who wasn't a single individual purchase a house. So far, we have had no innocent family members purchase houses. They've all been individuals. Kill the figurehead, then deport the family. Okay, yeah. I'll kill the figurehead and then pay them off into silence. Or something like that. Or I'll make the deal for them to buy the house without him yet informing the family that they purchased the house. We can work on our sales pitch. All right, but yeah, this is the second floor. You got bathroom to bathroom. You got secret recording room to completely normal bedroom. You have key lock pad where we keep all the film reels from the bedrooms. And we have a bathroom where if you want to take a bath, you got to crouch because otherwise you're going to run directly into a wall. Very, very nice. I do like the wall bathroom and the double stairs toilet. I think it's my favorite. All right. And I'm going to bed. I'll be back tomorrow. It'll probably be at about 8:30. Nothing wrong with it all. About 8:30 Eastern time, and we will be continuing Danganronpa. We are in the middle of figuring out how the frick to get out of the garbage heap. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you guys again.